the Bleach Riz tier list. To be honest, after my One Piece Riz tier list, I was like, where can I go from here? What can I do next? But then I gave up and just decided I'm gonna do another Riz tier list. I had to actually make this tier list myself. I had to go and download all of these pictures. Every tier list with Bleach characters was every single character that you've never heard of, or like Ichigo, Uryu, and that's it, you know? I have not watched the 1,000-Year Blood War, so none of the characters from that are going to be in here, and I'm not going to take anything they do in that into account because I have not seen it. I went through the Bleach wiki and decided on all the characters that I can remember, so if your favorite character is not here, it's not my fault, but it is entirely my fault. I had to change up some of the tiers because I wanted to change up the tiers, so at number 1 we have exquisite instead of immaculate. In the middle we have mid instead of okay. I think this is a lot better. And at the bottom we have diabolical instead of I don't remember what I had last time, but we have diabolical this time. I'm gonna sound so white saying this name. I do not think I'm going to pronounce it right, but I have to at least attempt. Soy phone. We'll just get into it, okay? She tried to riz up Yoruichi and it did not work. I think I have to put her in bad just for that. I mean, I know it's Yoruichi, but you sold. You know, in these animes, you don't really have many opportunities to prove yourself or to disprove yourself, and she disproved herself. Next, we have Mayuri. He like emotionally manipulated that one girl. I don't think I have her on this list, but his like lieutenant. So that's kind of a W if you ask me. I think I'm gonna put in great just for that. Emotionally manipulate and riz are kind of like the same thing if you think about it. Y'all ever seen Fight Club? This is like who Ichigo wants to be. This is his ideal person, you know, and Ichigo already has a bunch of riz, so I think this guy has to go in at least good just because he's also Ichigo. That makes a lot of sense to me. Aizen, exquisite. Aizen rizzed up that one person so much. Even after he tried to kill her multiple times, I think, she still loved him. That's crazy. Next we have Dawn. Dawn is definitely good. Dawn is my hero. I don't think I can put him any lower than good. Next we have Kukaku. I ain't gonna lie, she a baddie. She bad as hell. But her riz is not good. I mean, it's good on certain people, but those people are weird. If you take away her looks, if you have everyone that looks the same and it's just on their personality, she'd be low. She'd be horrible. But we can't just take their personality into account. I hate saying this. I hate what I'm about to say, but this person is like the definition of I'm not gonna say it. I'm just gonna play a soundbite of it. This person is the definition of tsundere. And to be honest, in real life, would that work? Yes, it would. Simply put, it would work. You know, a lot of times she is mean, but she does show them those certain points of kindness, and men are simple creatures. One little sign of kindness and it's all over. You won, you know? So I think I have to put her in great. No, she didn't get Ichigo. Ichigo was destined from the start, from episode 1 to get with Orihime. So everyone else was just kind of there to fill the plot. Next we have Yamamoto. Yamamoto, back in his olden times, back when he was like younger and looked cooler, you know, maybe he had some. But at this point in his life, he's lived thousands and thousands of years and he still has no one. That's embarrassing. Diabolical. Yoruichi, I think I have to put her in exquisite. I think she could riz up anyone in the entire show. That lightning god pose is something else. I mean, it's not fair. She has no competition. Next we have Rukia. Rukia goes in horrible for one reason. She could not pull Ichigo. Now I know I just said that it was determined from the start that Ichigo was going to end up with Orihime, but that does not matter in this case. She went after Ichigo for hundreds of episodes and it went nowhere. Nothing happened. That's horrible. Next we have Love. I mean, bro's name is Love, you know, that should give him a couple tiers, but that star haircut is not it. I don't know who told him to go with that haircut, but they were lying to him. They were misleading him. Bad. Next we have Kon. I don't think there's much conversation here. I think he goes in diabolical without a doubt, to be honest. Mashiro definitely had riz. I don't know if it was unintentional or not. I think I gotta put her in good. I just spent a solid 10 minutes trying to look up how to pronounce this name. I'm still gonna butcher it. Yumachika. Simply put, I think he's in great. His whole ideals are based off of beauty. That's crazy. I think just for that, he should be in great. That's why he's in great. Next, we have Toshiro. I think I have to put him at least in good. Rengoku likes him. Probably top 3, top 5 at least in the entire show. That's crazy. That's a W for him. Next, we have Ikkaku. Ikkaku has mid-riz. I think Ikkaku could go lower, but I think he has just enough edginess to him to where it's not terrible. Next, we have the best villain in the entire Bleach anime. You heard me right. I'm not lying. I'm being 100% dead serious. I liked him more than Aizen, and I think I gotta put him in great. I mean, he was able to trick so many people, and manipulation and riz is kind of the same thing, so I gotta put him in great. Next, we have this guy. I forgot his name, but I remember him, and I remember that he has at least good riz. Bro said some wild stuff, but that's okay. That's okay as long as you say it with the cool tone, you know? And he did. So, you know, he might be mentally insane, but that does not matter in the end of the day. Next, we have Tsukishima, and his power was literally to change what people think. That's crazy. That's overpowered, and that's perfect for this list. That is literally the ultimate riz. Riz is just like changing what someone thinks about you for the better, you know, so that they like you. And he could do this with ease. It's not fair. We have Tosin. I probably said I'm gonna say all the names wrong, okay? I don't want to keep saying that I'm saying the name wrong because you know I say this name wrong. He's definitely loyal, you know. He was working on his revenge for thousands of years. That's kind of crazy if you ask me. I think I gotta put him in mid just for that loyalty alone. Gin worked with Aizen for so long, and Gin was like, I got this guy in my hand. I'm going to betray him, and it's going to be the most crazy moment of all time. But Aizen was like, no, I know you're going to betray me. I don't know where and when. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know you're going to do it. So he worked his whole life for something and it failed. That's honestly embarrassing. Horrible. Next, we have Kisuke. I think I gotta put Kisuke in mid. He's been best friends with Yoruichi for so long and he hasn't pulled. That's embarrassing. Simply put, that's embarrassing. What the hell? I actually got 2 pictures of Soy Fang. We'll put her along with their other picture. Next, we have Ichigo. He goes in exquisite. Bro was about to pull Yoruichi. He pulled Orihime. Bro's him. Next, we have Kenpachi. Kenpachi goes in horrible. Reason number 1, that haircut is atrocious. Reason number 2, his personality is atrocious. Reason number 3, refer back to reason number 1. Next, we have Shunsui. Shunsui might go in diabolical, but I think he can only go in horrible. He says some crazy stuff too, just like this pink-haired guy, but he does not say it in a cool way. He says it in a harassment way, and we do not rock with harassment on this channel. Next, we have Ichigo's father. We're putting him in diabolical. Bro could not pull a Soul Reaper, so we had to go to the human world and pull a human. This guy, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name. He believes in male supremacy. I think I gotta put him in diabolical for that. A lot of people are not going to like someone who thinks that they are superior to them in every way just because they are a male. You know, if someone does, if there's a girl out there who thinks that way, I think you're weird for one. Yeah, we're just gonna leave it on that. Ukitake is cold, bro. I like Ukitake a lot. I think I'm gonna put him in good. You know, he's well respected. He's well thought of. I don't know if that makes sense, but in my mind it does. Everyone thinks highly of him. So I think if he wanted to, he could pull. And in the end of the day, that's what this list is about. Izuru does not have riz. I don't think it's as bad as these guys, but it's not good. He's gloomy. He's boring. He has no inspiration. He has no goals. I don't mean to call him out, but like, that's an L personality. Next, we have Chad. Chad definitely has riz. I think I have to put Chad in great. He's loyal. He's kind. He's protective. You know, he got unspoken riz. And that's kind of like the ultimate form. If you don't have to say anything, then that's great for you. This is Nell solely in adult form. Okay, don't get any weird ideas. Don't be weird. It's as simple as that. Nell, I think it goes in mid. When Nell was in her adult form, she was kind of like cold-hearted. I think in this form, she could be exquisite based off looks, but her personality brings her down. Orihime, I have to put Orihime in great. Do y'all know that line she said? I'm gonna play it right now.
I wish I could have had 5 different lives instead of 1. Then instead of 1 town, I could have been born to a family in 5 different ones, and each one would have fed me a lifetime of different foods, and I would have grown up to have 5 different careers. And in every one of those lives, I would have fallen in love with the same person 5 different times.
If someone said that to me, I'd get on my knee right there. Doesn't matter who. Renji, I feel like is gonna pull Rukia in the end. I haven't seen it yet, but I feel like he will. So I have to put him in mid. It might be higher than he deserves at this point at where I am in the story. But this is my tier list on my channel, so it does not matter. Shinji, y'all know that time when Shinji like opened up the hiding spot where Aizen was hiding? That was crazy. That was so hard. Shinji, I think I'm gonna have to put him in exquisite. Next we have Coyote Stark. I have to put Coyote Stark in with this guy because they have the same personality. They're the same person on different sides. Next we have Harabelle, the third Espada. I think I gotta put her in good. She's loyal to her people, and when she got betrayed, she did not take that. She did not take that lightly. You know, it didn't end up good for her, but that's not important, all right? Ikumi has so much race, I think I gotta put her in great. The way she goes from one emotion to the next emotion, that's crazy. That is the power of emotional manipulation. That's a W power. Next, we have Grim Jiao, one of my personal favorite villains. I'm gonna put him in mid. I don't fully know why I'm putting him in mid, but I am, and I think that's good enough. Hachi's underrated. I'm gonna put him in bad. Sadly, appearance matters in Riz, so he gets pushed down, and you know, it's unfortunate, but it has to happen. Next, we have Byakuya. I think I gotta move Chad down and him up because I think he's better than Chad, but I don't think I can put him in exquisite because he is also like royalty, and royalty is a W for Riz. You know, if you have power and money, who doesn't want that? Next, we have Rengoku, and I think I have to put her in horrible. She is bad, and she wants one person, and she cannot pull. That is so embarrassing. That is like if Kylie Jenner went up to your random Joe on the street and she couldn't pull. That's the same equivalent as this. Next, we have Ukiura. Ukiura is my favorite Rankar in the entire show, and to be honest, I think he's most people's, but Riz is something he does not have. He does not own that, so I gotta put him in bad. You know, I would like to put him higher because I do have some bias, but it's just something that he doesn't own. It's something that doesn't come easy to him. Uryu has mid Riz, okay? Now hear me out. Hear me out, okay? He could have higher if he wasn't so tough around the edges, you know? Like when he first started getting to know him, he's a little bit more reserved, you could say. He doesn't like to open up to people easily, but then once you get to become his friend, he's kind, he's nice, you know, he'll joke with you, and I think once that happens, he goes higher. But that start is probably the most important part, and he sucks at it. This is how it turns out. If you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. Wait, before you go, please comment down an anime or a tier list idea. Please, bro. Anything will help.